In a previous video, we showed you the EV 7 categories of battery health checking. Today, I'm going to be using this BYD Dolphin to show you two of those categories in action. We're going to be looking at voltage and capacity to issue a state of health report. We've already plugged the VCI in. Let's grab the diagnostic tool and we can begin. So from the hub, we can access the diagnostic software. For this, I'm going to enter the vehicle details manually. This is a BYD, which I've got saved in my favorite brands. This particular vehicle is a 2024 Dolphin electric vehicle and confirm. Now from the systems, we're going to open electric vehicle and head to the high voltage battery. This is called the battery execution and sampling unit. Let's begin communication. Now we've connected to the ECU, we see there isn't a button here for a dedicated state of health routine under calibration, so we do it manually. Under the live data, there's a huge amount of live data we have here for this particular BYD, a lot of data available from the BMS. So rather than confuse the customer with a long report, we want to grab the key elements of data to it. So let's look at three options. We're looking at temperature, voltage, and capacity. So let's start with the voltage. And let's start off by just adding the highest and lowest voltage. That's working good. Now we're going to add in the temperature. And again, we're looking for highest and lowest. Check they work. Looks good. And then the last thing we're going to look for is capacity. Okay, so once we've got all that data in there, it's just worth adding in as well the state of charge, current state of charge. So we've built our custom report list. Let's add that in and have a look at it. So let's start off with the temperature first. We can see the highest and lowest temperature is only 1 degree apart. I'm perfectly happy with this. If we're starting to see the difference of 5 and 10 degrees, we may indicate a problem inside the battery. Let's look at the voltages there and there. There is only a 9 millivolt difference, completely fine. Again, we're looking at 40, 50 millivolts and above would cause us to start investigating issues. Currently, we're at a state of charge of 100%. And what we can see here is the battery capacity in amp hour that the vehicle left the factory with, and the capacity amp hour we are at today, calculated by the BMS. So to give us a state of health, really simple, we take the 146.49, divide it by 152.6, multiply it by 100, and that on this particular car is going to give us a state of health of around about 95%. So really good level of state of health on this battery. As we know, different batteries inside have different configurations. Some have cylindrical cells, some have blade cells. And again, all batteries are different. But essentially, when we do the state of health routine, out of those 7 categories we discussed on a previous video, we try and grab all the ones that are relevant to give the customer the most relevant state of health report for their vehicle. So you've seen, with the right diagnostic tool, information and knowledge about batteries, you can produce a really meaningful state of health report for the customer. It's something you should be doing at minimum at every service. Good luck and see you next time.